right, Sergio, if you'll just follow me.
Oh, thank you.
How was the trip in from Italy?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
good.
All right, thanks a lot.
Yeah, no problem. If you just take a seat, they'll be right in.
Okay, great.
Hi, Sergio. I'm
Hi.
Molly Leese.
Sergio, nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Nancy Ray, nice to meet you.
Yep.
Oliver, nice to
You
meet you.
good?
So, Sergio, tell me about yourself.
Well, I was born in Italy. I grew up and went to school in Toronto. I started my career as an accountant, moved between many different companies, including Larson Martin Group, Glenx, and Lonza. I was chairman of SGS. I would love the opportunity to work for Chrysler. I have the motivational skills that I believe would aid me to bring the company out of ruin. I'm a risk taker, which I believe Fiat and Chrysler need right now. We'll be able to motivate employees to work for a better tomorrow. My personality is quite unique as well. I say that I think and don't worry what others think of me. I believe that I'm open to new experiences and an extrovert. I'm creative and curious, and I'm also outgoing enough to make the changes necessary for the company for it to work effectively. I've been described by many coworkers as looking outside of the box in situations and finding new and creative ideas. My values are an important aspect of my job, and ethics are as well. I value social respect and achievement. I have the ability to turn this company around even though I'm not a car engineer, I'm a lawyer and an accountant. I have the guts, which will be most important for this position, and I believe I can make a difference.
Why do you feel like it's your duty to lead Chrysler?
First and foremost, I was at Fiat to revitalize the brand. It was a failing Italian brand that I thought needed my help to get turned around. I'm very proud of my Italian culture, and I felt like the Fiat project called upon my need to help as part of servant leadership. I felt like I was being called to help Fiat in this time of need in 2004. It's a similar situation here with Chrysler. Car brands are dropping off left and right, and I feel like I need to do my part to save this one. And I feel like it's my duty to avoid what happened to car companies like Pontiac.
How would you describe your leadership style then?
Well, I make it a point to get out of the way of cameras. I try to stay in the shadows and make a difference that way. I've been said to have a monk-like work habit where I kind of stay behind the scenes and do my job. What I try to emphasize most is listening to my employees. This is actually the first characteristic of a servant leader. I believe that the first and most important aspect of a good leader is to sit back and listen to his or her employees. The second step is to take action based on those inputs, and I feel like it's an ethical responsibility to put those employees and the company before a CEO position.
How do you expect to save this brand?
Another and maybe most important characteristic of servant leadership is the power to heal. I believe I have proven that I can patch together a company and help it begin to heal from day one. I believe that we have to go out into the marketplace and find out what we're made of as a company. We need to learn from our mistakes and take Chrysler to new heights. The healing process will be rough, but it will be worth it at the end. And competition will involve just that. There will be lots of competition, but I believe it's my responsibility to not only compete in this market, but also thrive.
What direction of organizational culture are you hoping to take this company in?
Ever since I stepped in for Fiat, the company made drastic changes. There have been many organizational changes, such as moving the CEO's office, my office, from an isolated building to right above the production floor. This level of personal enactment is important for the factory workers and the top executives as well. The top executives can see what is going on in the factory, and the workers will be able to do their job correctly because they won't have to second guess themselves. Customers will be happy to know that their product is inspected by the factory workers as well as the top executives. Having the CEO's office right above you also gives you a reason to do well and be motivated because my presence will make or break you basically. I also emphasize quality and innovation with my employees.
How have your values reflected the changes in the company?
My values will reflect the changes in this company. My values of social respect and achievement will reflect the company's values as well as the company's being able to pay back their debt to the government. GM went into bankruptcy, and I hope that will never happen to Chrysler. Chrysler's value for social respect says that they value their employees and their well-being, so it just makes sense that we would avoid that. Chrysler will be able to adapt to the industry's fit perspective by creating a new product line. New realities in a new automotive world is one of my mottos. Chrysler will be able to continue to adapt and change in this world today. And this company, with my help, will be able to gain a fit perspective. and adapt to the changing technologies and innovations. If I work for Chrysler, the company's espoused values will coincide with their enacted values, and Chrysler will come back.
How will your behavior affect the company in a positive way?
I really believe in a positive attitude, and that you should always have an internal locus of control, no matter how bad the situation gets. I really believe that this company can come around and change in a big way. Another positive aspect of me working with Chrysler is that I have the experience with Fiat, a similar failing brand. My behaviors of improving cars, people's attitudes, and the way the executives act will show changes in the company. I'm very interested in the position with Chrysler, and I hope that you take my application into consideration. Thank you again for your time, and I look forward to talking with you guys in the future.
Mr. Marchionne.
Nice to see you again.
Yes, good to see you too. How was it?
It was great. Really well. Really confident about it.
Yes, well, thank you for coming. We appreciate your coming in from Italy.
Absolutely.
So what do you guys think? Should we hire him or?
Well, he did start out as an accountant, so he might know how to budget the company really well. And he also brought Fiat back from on the verge of bankruptcy.
That's true, yeah. Well, he also said that he revitalized Fiat, as you said before, the failing Italian brand. And he's proud of his Italian culture, which also I'm sure helped. Let's see, what else? He kind of compared his experience at Fiat with Chrysler, which might help as well. And he also talked about how he's kind of behind the scenes more, which could be a good thing in our company, I think. I think that could really aid. He likes to sit back and listen to his employees. That's very helpful.
We had patched the company back together before with the Fiat, and I believe that he can go out into the marketplace and find out what we're really made of and maybe help bring it, Chrysler back to where it was. He knows that it's going to be rough at first, but he knows in the long run that we'll eventually pull out through the end, and I think that makes him really stand out from the other competitors.
I also thought it was kind of important that he moved his office from the isolated area to the production floor. I think that kind of personal enactment might be very helpful for Chrysler. So then he is along with the factory workers and they know that they can come talk to him about anything. He also talked about the fit perspective that he gained with Fiat, and I think that might really help in Chrysler. He discussed the GM bankruptcy and how he would be able to aid Chrysler so we don't get to that point, and that's a big deal right now. Also, the espoused values coinciding with the enacted values, I think that might be very good for us now.
I really think that he'll take the external locus of control that employees feel right now is happening with Chrysler and make it more of an internal locus of control and allow the company to really feel like they can change and they can make it better and they can bounce back.
Well, we've had so many good candidates. What do you guys think?
Well, it's going to be a hard choice, but I'm kind of going for Sergio. What do you guys think?
Same with me. I really think that he has the qualities this company needs.
Yeah, he's really stood out compared to all the rest.
All right, Sergio, you know it's right on down this way.
I do. They call me back so soon, wearing the same stuff.
Well, they'll be right in again, all right?
All right,
Good to
thank
see
you.
though.
Yeah, you too.
So good to see you.
Hi.
Good to see you.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. Thanks for calling me back in.
Of course. Well, we've come to our conclusion, and we feel like you're the perfect match, and we'd like to offer you the job
Oh,
of
wow.
CEO of Chrysler.
Thank you. It's such an honor. Oh,
I'm glad you're so excited.
I am.